It's kind of hard to explain the unique Charleston sound. It's one of those things when you hear it, you know it's unique to our area. And the music was actually influenced by the history, especially with the spirituals. When you look at why the spirituals exist, they had a lot of reasons to exist. There were coded message songs, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Wade in the Water. Songs like that were coded message songs that were used when the Underground Railroad was in its heyday. The music expressed feelings and emotions and conditions. If you listen to it, you'll hear what was going on around the ancestors. The spirituals is the music of an unhappy people. People think that the spirituals were sung because this was a bunch of happy people. They were not. You got to remember, back in those days, there was nothing like tranquilizers or Prozac or Lexapro. They didn't have all that to make themselves feel good. The phrase was, they came together to sing themselves happy and to shout their troubles out. And what is amazing to me is that after doing that, they went right back into the situation that caused them to have to sing and shout. And this was their way of surviving. The music is documentation of what's going on around them. Lots of songs did that. There are folks who say, that's just slave music. No, listen to it and find out what they're doing. If you listen to the blues does the same thing. The blues describes feelings and conditions. The rhythms were used sometimes in the fields and as work songs, and I've seen them used on chain gangs as well to set the pace of work. When the song was sung fast, the pace of work was fast. When the song was sung slower, the pace of work was slower. And sometimes when they couldn't stop, they would use the slower pace to rest when they couldn't stop, because you could get into trouble if you were not in the right rhythm, if somebody's working too slow and everybody's working real fast. So what they did was, and you get beaten pretty severely, what they would do is to use that rhythm to draw level, the angel am a coming down. And when you would speed it up, draw, member, draw, everybody's doing the exact same thing. So if everybody's slow together, nobody's getting in trouble. When it was used as coded message songs, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. The chariot was the Underground Railroad. And when it talks about the chariot swinging low, if something is swinging low, it's close. So that was the signal that was given whenever it was time to leave the plantation to go up north to Canada, which was also referred to in the music as Canaan. It was either called Canaan, home, promised land, heaven. So the music had its meaning, and I would think that life determined what the music was going to be.